2024 is upon us, a whole new year, pregnant with possibilities. This could be the year you get that promotion at work. Or it may be the year that you're marched out to the parking lot with a cardboard box full of your desktop personal effects. Who knows? But I want to stress, it's not new year, new you. No. It's new year, old you. Because the old you is pretty friggin' awesome. This is the GFM, and I'm Carl. Today we're talking about men's fashion trends for 2024. This is part of my fashion trends series, and what you and I are going to do is look at these trends that are oftentimes meant for the younger crowd, and we're going to talk about how we can modify them to make them more age appropriate. We're going to look at 10 trends that are cropping up this year, and if you stay until the end of the video, I'm going to tell you what color you need to buy this year and how to best implement it into your wardrobe. We got a lot of important stuff to get into in this video. Let's dive into it. Number 1, vests. Now, when I say vests, I'm not necessarily referring to what is worn in a three-piece suit. What we're seeing this year is more along the lines of the stereotypical wife beater. Vests came in all shapes and sizes in the Paris and Milan shows this year. And where before tank tops could simply be worn on their own, vests were introduced in new ways. Hermes, Burberry, and Dolce & Gabbana all featured the tank top used in different ways. There are also some examples of the more formal vests from Valentino and Ferragamo. Basically, my takeaway is that designers are featuring tops without sleeves. Now, if you're in great shape and can show off those guns, by all means, do so. Now, for the rest of us, I would recommend wearing a sleeveless tank with a low-cut neckline layered under a contrasting lightweight shirt. The design team over at the Fashionista wrote in their blog, swap out your standard t-shirt for a tank top featuring a low-cut neckline for a relaxed, effortless look that keeps you cool. Pair it with unstructured blazers, lightweight jackets, or Oxford button-downs for an easy yet stylish ensemble. Number 2, knitwear. Valentino again introduced coats that were delicately crocheted. Other lines showed full crocheted tops that were worn over swimsuits for guys. Zach Maui over at GQ pointed out how Fendi had models wear knitted tops under trench coats. All this seems a little bohemian to me, but you can expect sweater vests to make a resurgence this year. Number 3, oversized tailoring. Another significant shift in men's fashion trends in 2024 is the rise of oversized tailoring. This trend goes against the grain of the fitted, slim silhouette that has been popular in men's fashion for the last decade or so. But oversized should never mean sloppy. The goal is a relaxed, comfortable fit that still looks structured and stylish. Suits are going to get looser, which I have to admit I'm not a fan. I still prefer the tapered trousers that the Italians perfected a number of years ago. I just like that silhouette better. But things change. In 2024, it's all about the loose suit. This includes wider trousers and relaxed fit blazers. When it comes to outerwear in 2024, think big. Oversized coats, whether they're trench coats or parkas or pea coats, are a must-have this year. They not only provide extra warmth, but also add an element of drama to your outfit. To balance the proportions, keep the rest of your outfit relatively fitted. Personally, I intentionally have my overcoats a size larger than my suit jackets so I can wear them over my suits. Now, I wear a 40 regular suit jacket, so I size up my overcoats to a 42 regular. What this also means is that these slightly oversized overcoats are really in style this year, and especially when they're worn with more casual outfits. I'll be addressing this trend in my video next week. The design team over at Daisy specifically mentions Balenciaga as a line that is leading the way in this oversized look, but Honestly, I still haven't forgiven Balenciaga for their disgusting ad line featuring children and BDSM references. So if you haven't heard it from me before, Balenciaga is banned from mention on this channel. We're not going to talk about them. The Fashionista said it best when they wrote about menswear shifting from slim fit tailoring toward a more relaxed silhouette that are reminiscent of 1940s and 1950s fashion, blending vintage sensibilities with contemporary aesthetics. I like that take. I like that a lot. Number 4, shorts. Now, shorts have been steadily getting shorter, and the shrinking continues. For the spring-summer 2024 season, shorts crept further up men's thighs. Pharrell Williams is the new men's creative director over at Louis Vuitton, and he led the way with shorts that left most of the upper thigh bare. This was echoed with Hermes and Prada. Zach Maui at GQ writes, "We love short shorts." But the we does not include me. I think this is a trend exclusively for a younger man. If you're a gray fox or a stylish man over 40, I would recommend that you keep your shorts just above the knee as they have been for the last few years. That being said, here's Nate Burleson from the CBS Morning Show. He's a true gray fox at 42 years old, and he regularly rocks the short suit. But I also think that this is a trend that will go away fairly quickly, if for no other reason than the fact that it's simply not practical. For fashion that is an art form, aesthetics ebb and flow. For fashion for the rest of us at the street level, practicality determines sustainability. Number 5, tweed. Speaking of practicality, tweed was originally introduced as a practical fabric for farmers in Scotland and Ireland in the 1820s. But in 2024, tweed has earned its place on the runway. This is truly a trend I can get behind. The functional application of tweed in menswear make it perfect for business casual jackets. Fashion houses like Chanel, Dior, and Fendi all introduced two-piece suits and overcoats for men in tweed this upcoming season. If you got a tweed jacket, now is the time to break it out. If not, look into Harris Tweed Authority, regarded as one of, if not the authority on traditional tweed menswear. Truly stealth wealth at its finest. Number 6, double-breasted jackets. On the subject of men's jackets, double-breasted jackets are coming back into focus this year. Gucci highlighted oversized double-breasted jackets that were worn open and loose. Ralph Lauren's jackets were mostly caramel in color and buttoned tightly across the waist, a look I've always liked. Armani's lines were more of an oversized look, but the common denominator in all of these is the use of the double-breasted jacket. You can try using this with some contrasting trousers or even jeans and nailing a business casual look with an item that is typically pigeonholed in a more formal outfit. Incorporating this into your wardrobe will ensure that you nail that old money aesthetic. Number 7, double denim. Denim on denim, or the Canadian tuxedo as it's known, is making a strong comeback in 2024. This trend is all about pairing denim pieces together in one outfit. A few sources that I've read suggest matching different shades of denim, like a light wash denim shirt or a chambray shirt with dark wash jeans. Or you can follow Ralph Lauren's example and go for a more monochrome look. He has offset this a little in the past with a shearling lined jacket. Number 8, bold colors, or Y2K. This is a little bit of a carryover from last year, but Y2K trends are back in full force. Bringing early 2000s styles like baggy denim and colorful rugby shirts back into the spotlight. One of the most striking men's fashion trends 2024 has in store for us is the return of bold colors. This trend is all about embracing vibrancy and stepping away from the muted tones that have dominated men's wardrobes in the past. The easiest way to incorporate this trend is through statement pieces. Think a bright colored jacket, vibrant sneakers, or even a bold tie. Remember, the key is to balance your outfit. If you're wearing a bright statement piece, keep the rest of your outfit in neutral tones. Burberry and Prada were leading the way in their respective shows. Also, there's a new Japanese brand to look out for named Comme des Garçons. Number 9. Pearls on men. Thanks in part to Harry Styles, pearls on men are included in the hottest menswear trends this year. Jared Leto wore this pearl necklace in Paris for the Spring 2024 menswear show. This is a trend that at first I was a hard pass on. I thought it to be a little... Weird. Then I started to think, men have worn beaded bracelets for years. This could be considered just an upscale version of that. I don't think that I could be talked into wearing a pearl necklace, but under the right conditions, I could see maybe a pearl bracelet on my non-watch wrist, especially if my watch had a pearlescent face. What do you guys think? Are pearls on a man a step too far? Let me know your opinion in the comments below. And number 10, athleisure wear. So it's athleisure wear for the win once again. This is a trend that has been holding steady over the last few years. I do worry that it may be a symptom of laziness on the part of men in their clothing choices. But I do see the appeal of it. It's the fusion of streetwear and sportswear. This trend is a perfect blend of comfort and style with elements of athletic apparel being incorporated into everyday outfits. Think joggers and hoodies and performance fabrics in everyday wear. It's no longer about being gym ready, but about incorporating these easy to wear pieces into your daily attire. Adidas, of course, is a major player here, but also Under Armour is venturing out into more stylish streetwear options as well. Now we're going to talk about one more. You always get more than what you paid for here at the GFM. An honorable mention is vintage-inspired watches. We talked earlier about fashion as an art form and how the aesthetic ebbs and flows. And in men's fashion trends in 2024, we're seeing a resurgence of the old made new again. One perfect example of this is the return of the vintage-inspired watch. This is absolutely a trend that brings a smile to my face. A quality wristwatch is a quiet luxury staple and has been since Patek Philippe introduced them in 1868. The fact that more and more younger men are seeing their importance as an aesthetic is so encouraging. The old brands like Patek Philippe, Rolex, Omega, and Cartier are of course always worth looking into, but even less expensive options like Timex or Seiko or my favorite new brand, Igard, are acceptable choices. Just look for watches with classic shapes and designs, such as a round face, Roman numerals, and leather straps, those kind of things. These elements give the watch kind of an old world charm that's really hard to resist. The team over at Daisy write, "It's not just a watch, it's a piece of history on your wrist." Now, so as promised, let's talk briefly about what color is going to be big this year. I've scoured through footage of the Spring 2024 runway shows, and the color for men that keeps coming up is Cobalt Blue. Navy blue is really the quintessential man color and has been considered so for a generation. Cobalt blue is a bit brighter and would be considered less formal than navy. How you best use it in the upcoming years with your casual and business casual outfits. Actually, this is more of a cobalt blue here on my pocket square. This is maybe a little bit darker. Look for a cobalt blue dress shirt, maybe a polo for the summer. I would expect to see a resurgence of the royal blue suit simply because it's a lighter tint than navy blue. While both navy blue and cobalt blue fall within the spectrum of blue hues, navy blue is darker and more muted, and quite honestly more versatile. Whereas cobalt blue is brighter, is more intense, and often used best in making a bold statement. Now for the ladies, buttercream yellow is going to be a big color this year. We men can tie into that with a royal blue light yellow combo, like you see here. Also, now this deserves an honorable mention as well. I'm seeing a lot of black being used by designers this year. Not what I would consider a spring color. But again, we men can use black as a backdrop to springboard into emphasizing another brighter color. That's going to wrap it up, guys. I sincerely hope that you got some value out of this video, and if you did, ever so gently depress that like button on your way out the door. You can click here to see my video where we discuss the three major categories of the fashion genre we typically refer to as old money, and that looks interesting. You can click down here to see my video addressing what is now considered the sexiest outerwear for men. Intriguing. Take care, guys. I'll see you in the next one.